You're listening to The Marne Report.
Hi, Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield. Kelsey here, back with another edition of the Marne Report podcast. Today I'm joined by our special guest, Jason Hall, who's the MWR Marketing Director, and James Mitchell, MWR Operations Specialist. Summer is winding down here in coastal Georgia, and today we're going to highlight an incredible event taking place at the beginning of September. Thank you guys so much for joining me. How are y'all?
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
So Jason, I know you've been here a couple times, and James, I think this is your first time doing a podcast with me, but could you guys share a little bit more about yourselves and your roles?
So I recently retired from the Army, from the 3rd Infantry Division, and now I work for MWR Marketing, and now it's my job to make sure you all know the great events, the great things that we have going on, the great programming that MWR offers to soldiers, families, and even some programs that are open to the public.
Okay, and very much like Jason, I was an active duty service member, retired about 5 years ago. This was the first position I took, and I'm still with it. So one shot, one kill. I love what I do. I work for MWR, and it is just fabulous. I work out of the Hunter headquarters, and I am MWR's liaison to Hunter Army Airfield.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for coming. So the Patriot Day 5K run is coming up. Could you guys share what exactly this event is and important information to put out there about it?
Sure. The Patriot Day Run is in its 3rd year of existence. I've had the great fortune of being with MWR and with the garrison headquarters at Hunter during its infancy, when it was just an idea, and at the first meeting with the Savannah Mayor, Van Johnson, and his staff, and we pitched the idea to them, and they loved it. So in 2023, we had our first Patriot Day Run. We actually had a 2-day event. Okay, so we had what we called the Night of Honor, which is the night before the Patriot Day Run, and then the Patriot Day Run on a Saturday, and we did that for 2 years. We've reimagined it this year, and it's a one-day event. We think that may suit folks a little better, and what we're going to do to kind of help folks stick around a little bit and enjoy is we have a Finish Fest this year. So September 6th out at Forsyth Park. It's a one-day event, and we hope everybody comes on out and runs or walks or walk halfway or run halfway. Just come on out and participate. We're going to have a bunch of displays and vendors, food trucks, and things of that nature. It's going to be great.
Sounds like a blast.
Yeah. Well, and if I might, I've never actually been to the Patriot Run, but looking through the images and being a part of the team that's designing this, it really is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful remembrance of those heroes and some of our society's best that ran into danger on that morning 24 years ago when the towers and when the Pentagon was struck. And when you go to this thing, it's beautiful, it's remarkable, because you'll run down the streets of historic Savannah, the historic district streets, and you'll see the beautiful architecture. You'll run under the Spanish moss hanging from the oaks, but you'll run alongside firefighters in their gear. You'll run alongside police, law enforcement, the emergency medical personnel. You'll run next to soldiers, and it's beautiful because it really gives you an opportunity to reflect while you're running down the streets about these people that do these amazing, remarkable things that save people, protect our way of life. So this is not something that you want to miss.
That's right. So this collaborative event between, U.S. Army Garrison, Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield, and 3ID, along with the city of Savannah, it's a collaborative event, and it is intended to recognize all those first responders and then all the service members who fought in the global war on terrorism in the days after. So this is one way that we would like to collaborate and recognize, and that's, the city of Savannah is very famous for its recognition of its military community. They want this to be an enduring run. They do not want it to go away, and they roll out the red carpet. I'll just say that for us.
Thank you guys. Yeah. I was going to ask what it's about, but you guys already answered that. So how do people participate? I guess we should get into that next. What does it cost? Kind of the timeline for that day?
Well, I'll talk a little bit about the registration, because right now the link is available on Eventbrite. So you literally go to Eventbrite and just do a Boolean search on Patriot Day Run in Savannah, or go to our website, stewarthunter.armymwr.com, or check out our Facebook page, our Facebook event link. It'll cost $35 for the race packet, which includes the bib, the t-shirt, and the medal. for DoD ID card holders, service members, their family members, as well as first responders. And then for the general public, right now, the early special is $45. If you wait until the day of, you'll pay $55.
Please don't wait until the day of. We want you to go ahead and save that $10. We want to go ahead and get everybody stretched out and ready to run.
Yeah.
The timeline looks like a little bit like this. I'll give you a little snippet. So the program actually starts at 7. That's when the speaking starts. But for those who haven't picked up their packets, we really encourage folks to pick their packets up prior to the day of, and we'll have some information, some more details about that in the coming days. We're going to make it very easy and very efficient for folks to pick their packets up. But for those who have not, we will be available for last-minute packet pickup at 6 a.m. Again, we've got a DJ. The DJ is going to be playing before the stuff gets kicked off. Remarks start at 7. We're going to have 7:25. We'll have first responders. So any of our firefighter comrades who want to conduct the route in their bunker gear, like they have for the past 2 years, they'll go ahead and start. And then our first runners will cross the start line at 7:30.
And then party after.
Party after. That's right. So when you say party, and around Fort Stewart Hunter Army Airfield, you have to include the 3rd Infantry Division Band, the best damn band in the land. And so we've got the rock band and some others that are going to join, and they'll be at the band shell in Forsyth Park, and they'll be performing from 9 o'clock. So that's the official start of our Finish Fest until 12 o'clock. We invite folks to come on out.
I like it.
And that Finish Fest, be sure and hang out, because you'll meet your U.S. Army Rangers that serve right there in Savannah, the Special Operations community that serve out of Hunter Army Airfield, the Coast Guard that serves out of the installation, and you can check out their helicopters, their equipment, as well as the first responders, the firefighters, the emergency vehicles, law enforcement. So you won't want to miss that opportunity either.
So what we're doing, and this is probably a good opportunity, is we're inviting folks to bring a folding chair, bring a blanket, come and hang out, park yourself on the grass after the run, and just hang out with us.
Anything else people should bring? You said chair, blanket. Anything else people should bring?
I think we're going to have just about everything available for folks to participate in, or if they need. We've got a good group of food trucks that are going to be out there. We will have some adult beverages for sale, courtesy of one of our partners in this event.
I mean, I would just say make sure you either bring the sunscreen or something to keep the rain off of you, maybe, because this is Georgia and it could go either way.
Don't say that word. We had that last year. And we had to actually delay the start of the run because we had quite a bit of rain.
I mean, maybe, but when you look at the image from last year, just something about the environment, the weather that it was that day, man, it looks beautiful. It just looks remarkable. And some of the images that came out of last year's Patriot Day Run really just, it makes me wonder why I didn't do this last year. Like, why didn't I participate?
So are you signed up?
I'm signed up to work it.
Yeah.
All right. I will agree. I've seen some of the photos. They're very, very remarkable. Is there anything else people should know about this event?
Well, it's stroller friendly. Only now, as far as dogs and animals go, only the service animals are permitted. There will be some of our law enforcement, military canines, I think, will be expected to participate. So we don't want to cause a problem with that. But again, that packet pickup, we're going to have the locations on both Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield, and then you can expect to pick up packets as well in the days leading up to the race at Fleet Feet locations in both Savannah and Pooler.
If I could add two things, this is open to the public. We encourage everybody to please register, come on out. And also, as we did last year as MWR, we are encouraging units to come on out and run in formation. They need to check in with us, with me in particular. We're going to go ahead and gift the unit with the most amount of soldiers, service members, that we as MWR control your unit funds. We're going to get and gift you $500, and you will get points awarded to you for your competition trying to achieve the Commander's Cup and win it. So we're going to give you some points for that. Well, there's a trophy for this run for the unit with the highest count.
Oh, okay.
And so that is courtesy of the headquarters at Hunter provided. So right now, I'll tell you the 165th Air Wing, they own it. They're bringing it back. Talk to them, and they're bringing it back, and they're going to try to win it again. So I guess they threw the gauntlet down to everybody else.
So they already know about it. They already have a title to defend. So get your unit motivated. Commanders, first sergeants, get your unit ready. Get them out there, because this is just, it's too valuable. It's too amazing an opportunity to skip out on.
That's right.
And bring a trophy home.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you guys. That was a lot of information. If you heard that, get your units to sign up. If you're out in the public, please sign up. Come join us for an amazing day, hopefully a beautiful morning.
That's right.
Running through the historic streets of Savannah. To stay up to date on Fort Stewart Hunter Army Airfield activities, please follow us on social media and download the My Army Post app. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure talking with you. I'm Kelsey Stieber, and that concludes this episode of the Marne Report podcast. See you next week.
The My Army Post app is your one-stop source for all things Fort Stewart Hunter Army Airfield. With map at your fingertips, you'll never miss out on upcoming events, installation updates, facility and gate information, weather, shopping, and so much more. My Army Post is free from your phone's app store. Download today.